Good morning, beautiful people. This is Jason Shades, and we're bringing some good music for you today. Now, I wanted to jump in and Jack K's. I found this artist on YouTube. He's got some talent, and Jack K's, Travis Barker, My Promise, 90 Days Memorial Video. This I saw the video, not reacting to it cold. I'm gonna react to it though. This is deep. I'm gonna tell you straight up. This is very deep. If you're expecting to have a lot of fun this morning, this is gonna be a real deep one. This is about the drug addiction and death of a lot of people in this country. Um, so it's a heavy deal. So I'm just warning you now. If you're not willing to get heavy this morning, you may want to watch this later on. But I do want to put out there still everybody who subscribes this month. For every subscription, we're donating $1 to the Cancer Foundation. So please help out best you can. And let's get into Jack K's Travis Barker, My Promise. This is my friend Sam. Sam is like many others, struggled with addiction. He was so much more than his disease. That's very true. Everybody's more than just their disease. If you've got anybody you know, they're struggling. Help them out. He was a friend, a brother, a son, and a father. This video is for, I can't read how his handwriting. Those, okay, for those who have lost their battle with addiction. Okay, his writing is about as bad as mine. I'm sorry. May we remember them for now.
Still think about when you messaged me. You were still here, we were 17.
She had a baby.
90 days sober, you asked to come over, never replied, and it's killing me. Still think about when you messaged me.
And this is why this is so heavy. There is such a problem in this country, addiction problem going on, that I stopped going to funerals years and years ago. I just can't do it anymore. Buried far too many people I knew in the rooms, and it's not easy. The last one died of an OD. Fentanyl. He was shooting heroin with his boyfriend, and it was cut with fentanyl. He got lucky. They Narcaned him 2 or 3 times, and he survived. It was the fourth time he didn't. His boyfriend did make it. Last I heard. But I mean, this is the stuff that's out there now. It's boom, you're dead. It's gonna kill you. And every one of them, if you're an addict of any kind, whether an alcoholic, a drug addict, or whatever, it will lead you into insanity and death. If you're lucky, you get to go to jail. That's the lucky part. I'm not shitting you. That is lucky to go to jail, because the insanity that it leads you down is just too much, and the death is, you're done. It's over. You know, and these, I just, all these people, you know, it's sad. It's sad as hell. You know, and these are all probably people he's known personally.
Still think about what it could have been. If I replied, would it be different?
Can't think that way.
All these years later, I'm still afraid of letting you go. Is it all my fault? Still think about what it could have been.
Fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, they never come back. You know, looking who's left behind is the worst part. You know, this is a deep subject, and it's very personal to me. You know, because of everything. Um, yeah, it's just is this is what we need to be aware of, and if you do have somebody who is in your life with an addiction, it's not them. Okay, it's the booze, it's the drugs, it's the everything. That's where that's what it is that you see. You don't see the person. Their soul is gone until they get clean. You know. So as much as you want to get angry and as much as you want to be in pain about it, try to help them.
I made a promise to
Hmm.
stay clean and sober because of you. Save space for me next to you. Wherever you're waiting, I'll come to you.
Couples, even.
When it all falls down and the noise gets loud, I'll remember.
And if you watch the videos, they're so full of life in these videos. And they're not anymore. That's the part that breaks my heart. Just absolutely, utterly breaks my heart.
Your mom's face, smiling and crying at the same time. Pray that you found grace, and if you're in pain, it's the last time.
Happy birthday, dear baby song. Happy birthday.
You notice, I don't know if you've been watching the dates go by. You see how many didn't even make it to 30? There's a lot of them. And they didn't make it much after that either.
Spoke to your brother the other week. November 3rd made it past 23. He smiles just like you, always the type to carry the light into any room. Spoke to your brother the other week. I made a promise to stay clean and sober because of you.
I know that's a good part of the song. I mean, I stayed clean. Made a promise to you. I'll stay sober because of you. It can't be done. You cannot do it for somebody else. You got to do it. They got to do it for themselves. They got to want it. They want to get. They got to get to a point, and it's ugly. It's ugly. I'm just going off of personal experience, and then what I've seen in 30 years is they want to get sober more than they want to get drunk or get high. You know, it's an ugly, vicious cycle, ugly disease. Again, I told you this is a deep subject and this is a personal one for me. But I mean, if you've got people out there, I mean, email me. I'd be more than happy to let you know what there's programs out there and stuff like that. Be more than happy to help you figure out what you guys can do. But ultimately, there's nothing you can do about it. It's got to be them. You know, um, it's not like you can just throw them in a conservatorship for the rest of their life. Like you can't Britney Spears them. I'm sorry. They're, you know, lock them down. It doesn't work. You know, amazingly enough, I've seen people in that went to jail and got more drugs in jail than they ever got when they were on the streets. You can't get rid of it.
Save space for me next to you. Wherever you're waiting, I'll come to you. When it all falls down and the noise gets loud, I'll remember your mom's face, smiling and crying at the same time. Pray that you found grace, and if you're in pain, it's the last time.
This video was made possible by countless families and friends who lost their loved ones to addiction. Thank you for sharing your stories. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, and I'm going to read this number out, please write it down if you have somebody. The number is 1-800-662-4357. It's a national helpline. You know, but like I said, if anybody has got somebody going through it, I mean, I'm more than happy to try to do what I can to lead you in the right direction. Nothing I can do to help them either, but I can at least direct you to meetings, direct you to halfway houses, stuff like that, big associations that help people. But, you know, I told you this was going to be a heavy one, but I just hate seeing the loss keep going. I just hate seeing the waste. I've met some people with the biggest hearts, the most talent, the most ability, and just a fucking waste. And I hate it. But with that, it's definitely time to go. You guys have a great day and help somebody today. Bye-bye.